Hello YouTubers. Hey, I wanted to post a quick video. I was super happy on the performance of the Energy Kodiak today, so I wanted to post a quick video on the top 10 things that I like about the Energy Kodiak over any other solar chargers. I have the Yeti 1250, I have the Yeti 400, and I might even buy the Yeti 1000 lithium ion, but probably I may not. I've already got enough investment in my system. But anyways, top 10 things for the Energy Kodiak. One, this thing can accept up to 600 watts of solar input through this Nutric connection. That is awesome. This Goal Zero, I believe, can only accept 240 watts of input. The Goal Zero, I think, is 120 watts of maximum input. So 600 watts of maximum input. This is 1100 watt capacity. That means I could fully charge this with 600 watts in under 2 hours of full sun. So right now I have 3 systems, so I have my panel split up. I only have 300 watts going into this. I've only had about 2 hours of full sunlight today, and it's already full. It powered my super energy hog large refrigerator in my kitchen last night for I don't know, 7 or 8 hours, and plus some miscellaneous use. And this thing is already fully charged in 2 hours of sunlight. I love. Sorry, I'm going on and on, but I love the high capacity charging. Second thing I like, these ports here. These are proprietary to Energy Kodiak, and these are always live. So you don't have to use, the inverter by itself uses whatever, 12 watts or so. And so I love that. So you don't have to have the super powerful inverter on, and you can use the power from these. The other thing I like is these lights, the accessories you can get. They're super bright LEDs. Lights up my whole entire shed here at night. I love that. Again, I want to point out features of this that's better than any other solar generator. The third thing I like, it's only 20 pounds. 20 pounds. I'm picking it up with very little effort with one hand. It's only 20 pounds. The Yeti 1000 is about 40 pounds. The Yeti 1400 lithium is about 45 pounds. Double the weight of the Energy Kodiak. So this is awesome if you have a mobile application. I took this to my van last week. No problem. I picked it up with one hand, put it in the van. I had an extra source of power in case we had a cloudy day or my primary source of power failed. So I love the weight. Third, I love the RV plug. It is the only solar charging device that has an RV plug. What does that mean? Well, if you have an RV 30 amp plug, you plug it in here. You have solar going into it, and you can power your entire RV. I'll have to double check the specs, but I believe the maximum is 1,000 watts continuous output. This thing can run my 600 or 700 watt microwave easily. My air conditioning, which only uses around 200 or 300 watts. This can run that easily, and if you have solar going into it, it won't even run it down. Anyways, I love the RV plug. It also has 6 powered 120 connections here. Most other, I think the Yeti has only 2 or 3. My Yeti 1250 has 3. My Yeti 400 has 2. I think the new Yeti 1000, I'll have to check. I think it only has 2 or 3. Well, I have 6 here. So if you have a bunch of low power devices, you can plug them all in. You don't need a separate power strip. You also have 4 USB connections. You don't have just one 12 volt connection, you have 2. For example, on the Yeti 1250, you get one 12 volt connection. Yeti 400, you have one 12 volt connection. So it's like you have double of everything, which is awesome. To be honest, I don't use that, but I know it's there if I need to use it, which is awesome. What else is cool? You can charge this with your car. Don't quote me on the specs, but I have the cable to do this. You can charge it through 12 volt through your car. So if you have a RV, especially something that pumps out whatever it is, 20 amps, you can charge this pretty fast just while running your car on normal trips. So that's another thing I love about the Energy Kodiak. This Generation 2 Kodiak also is quieter. They have quieter fans. They're an improved fan. They've calibrated this calibration. Really, the two things I look at all the time is the current battery voltage. So mine's at 12.52 volts, which for lithium it's basically full, and I'm using 14.6 watts because I have this light plugged in. I'll unplug that. That'll probably drop down to about 12 or 11 or something like that. So it was using about 5 watts. So now I'm just the inverter on by itself is using about 9 watts. And then they have these indicators, so it's better calibrated, so you know exactly. Mine's 100% charged when this blue light is on. So I love that feature. So what else? Lightness. The 600 watts of solar input recharges very, very fast. It's a very high output, and sorry about that. And it's the lightest unit. So those are some of my top favorite things I like about the Energy Kodiak. Oh, one other thing, with these connections here, these 12 volt connections, you can string along a whole bunch of AGM batteries. So if that, like these, I think they're around 100 amp hour. So each battery about 1,000 watts. So you could string along 10 batteries, each one 1,000 watts, 10,000 watts. So instead of an 1,100 watt system, you have 10,000 watt system. So that is a cool feature. You cannot do that with the Yeti 1000 lithium or the Yeti 1400 lithium yet. You can't. It's not available to do that. Also, one other thing that's also my favorite thing is the charging efficiency. So what I mean by that is the Yeti 1000 and the Yeti 1400, they have a PWM charge controller, pulse width modulation. And not only that, it's just very inefficient. So you have about a 44% power loss from your solar panel. First of all, solar panel is not 100% efficient anyway, so it's only 80-90% efficient. So you lose that. Plus, the PWM charge controller, the charging efficiency loses another 44%. So typical 100 watt panel, you may only get 50 watts into your Yeti. With this, it's about 99% efficient. So I have 300 watts worth of solar. So again, I'm probably not getting all 300 watts. I'm probably maybe getting, say, 250 watts. Well, I know that at least 230, 240 watts of that is actually going in and charging the battery. So it's the charging efficiency of this. Don't forget, when you're evaluating and comparing solar generators, to check out the charging efficiency, because if you're wasting 44% of your input power, that means you have to have 2 solar panels in order to charge that up in the same time. Or conversely, with this, you can have less solar panels to charge it. So anyways, those are some of the top favorite things. I like the small form factor too. Look at the size of that. It's really almost the size of the Yeti 400. It's very small and lightweight. So very good design for the Generation 2 Kodiak. So just a quick video on the top 10 favorite things I have about this. Thanks.